So the new Merlin banner came out.
Did it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Stop recording. I'm just kidding. Did no. So she came out as a standalone banner. They said no Hellbroom for global. Hellbroom is never coming out. Hellbroom will remain a GP exclusive. Very good because global is never going to go for the horror of Kingbrom, I guess. But yeah, should people summon the banner? I have here Speedy and Mystic, which are recording their videos as well, and I'm gonna be the intro for all the videos because I have the most subs. So
Yep. Nagato is the.
Listen, you might have the most
Grand
subs right
Cross
now, but Mystic has the highest CP, dude.
True.
Exactly.
No,
I
actually, I have
the
more CP than
highest-
Mystic. I have more CP
No,
than Mystic.
don't say those words. Don't say
We
those
have
words.
more than you, dude. I upgraded Diane's gear and got above you, but like 200 now.
No. I'm at like almost 201k.
Okay, well, you know what? Listen here. My wallet is not as big as yours. So you need to relax.
I had 1 euro in my bank account. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone gets $10 trillion. a
Merlin
month.
is a really good unit. Like she's like
Yes.
a unit I still use on JP on my PvP and gear team.
Merlin
But-
is a unit that I like. When everyone else is doing like a top 5, top 10, I feel like Merlin gets underrated so much, and I'm always like Merlin advocate. Merlin, amazing unit. To the end of time, one of the best units on PvP, never gonna go outdated. And the main thing about her is
She will
that,
get outdated if they make her passive better in some other unit.
that's true. But the main thing about her is that because she doesn't do a lot of damage, she's like a utility unit, so she doesn't get seen the same way as other units that do
She
like
does
big
a lot
numbers.
of damage. Her ultimate's really
Yeah,
hard.
she actually
Yeah, but
does
that's
that
like-
for rank
like
3
she-
and stuff.
Like her ultimate is fine, but I mean just like in general, she's a utility unit, right? You snatch ultimate gauges and you have barrier.
Yeah, she's a really helpful unit. Like she's
Yeah.
not like Ascunar, right? Ascunar is flashy. You see him doing damage, you see him destroying. Merlin's like, hi guys, I'm taking off the ult gauge now. But she's
I
really
can't
good.
wait to run my Valenti Merlin combo.
Ugh. It's disgusting.
Disgusting, dude.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
The other day I faced Valenti, Merlin, Green Lilia, which reduces damage
Yep,
dealt
yep.
on PvP by 16%, and Taizo, which reduces damage taken on PvP by 20%. So it was not fun.
How long was the match?
It was 20 minutes. I'm not even joking.
Yes.
It was 20
That's what I
minutes.
love to hear.
And I lost. It was 20 minutes and I lost. It was fun.
Aha. But the what do you call it? The point of those teams are to break the will of your opponent.
Yeah, I almost gave up.
So after one match, you're done playing for the whole day.
Yeah,
One of that team.
And the best part is when you queue up again and you get the same opponent.
you just instantly quit.
Yep, it's over.
No, but right now
Okay, let's
Merlin's
get
not
on-
gonna be all that. She's not gonna do that.
Okay,
'cause-
okay, the actual video.
No, but here's the thing, right? She's really good, but the issue is it's the same issue that Bond had. They'll be in the coin shop, right? Eventually, Bond's not in the coin shop because they were like, not this week. But Merlin's gonna be in the coin shop, so is it worth spending gems to pull her when you know you can buy her later? That's the real question, right? And personally, right, I think that if you're already champions, I think you can throw 2 or 3 multis in this banner. But if you're very low on PvP, first you're not gonna need her, right? You're already low. Yeah, she's nice for ranking up, but I think as a 4th unit right now on global, you can easily use Red Elizabeth or Gale Thunder, so it's not that big of a deal. And you're not getting as many gems, right? Because somebody master is already getting 50 plus gems a week, potentially 60. But if you're like in gold, you're getting 30, which is just 1 multi compared to like 2 multis from champions. So I think it's not worth going deep for her. But if you pull her first or second multi, that's a really nice pull.
Because it's not like she's an amazing unit, but it's not like she's game changing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like if Hellbroom dropped, then it's like if you don't have Hellbroom, good
But
luck.
here's the thing, right? Hellbroom, I would say, is as good as Merlin. But here's the difference. Hellbroom is only summonable. You can't buy
Right.
him. That's the real kicker, right? And Hellbroom will be in banners later. Merlin won't. Merlin should.
Yep.
Because, Bond had the
yeah,
text.
let's
but-
talk about that for a second because that was the big thing from Bond's banner to now. If you're taking a look at the banner, right? I at least on my screen I have the banner up.
Yeah, me too.
Right under where it says pick up, draw, new hero, rate up. on Bond's banner
I'm gonna
and
put on
originally
screen.
on this banner, it used to say the hero will be added to pick up draw after the banner ends. And
Yeah, and
that text is no longer here.
because here's the thing, right? Bond had that for a whole week. They didn't like. They could have easily, first, not put it all right. They could have removed that before they put it in the game, or in the middle of the week they could have just do like a really quick patch, like a 30-minute patch, or even less, like 20-minute patch. Just remove that and say, my bad. It was not on purpose. But they
left it.
waited until the banner was done to then say,
Okay,
no, no.
okay. Let me ask you guys this. Since we know how good the dev team behind the JP Grand Cross is, do you guys think the global dev team will realize their mistake? Kind of after seeing, you know, all the complaints from the global players, and they'll do something to fix it.
I think so.
forward.
I think, if anything, the Korean and JP devs are gonna be just punching them up in the face and say, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go Tattletale.
Based off of KOF, they definitely do listen to the fan base, because I forgot what it was. There's a problem with the English version of KOF that JP didn't have a problem with, and they fixed it within like a week or two playing. Because the thing with Netmarble is they do listen to the play base.
Unlike Bandai.
Yes. Unlike Bandai Angry, they actually listen to the play base and they actually try to change things if they get enough like complaints. Because like what was it, the World Boss Raid? They fixed that within like the same day.
It took them like 3 hours to fix it.
So I feel like they'll fix it. I just think they're kind of, I don't know. I think
This was not a purpose mistake. This was not on purpose. They was just they were like, "Oopsie, my bad," but it's just it's so bad.
Because
Because
disappointed though that they're not being added to the unfeatured pool, because it's hoping that would be a thing, and then JP would get it next week.
yeah,
Because that would be very.
I think whoever made this mistake is probably like a newer, employee, and like hasn't really dealt in like the gacha market before. And he just made this mistake, and he probably already got like.
he probably got
scolded
slapped
from
in the face.
He probably got
Fine,
slapped by
you're gone.
the people.
He got the C word and he's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to see him.
the 19. No, because it really is. Because here's the thing, right? I assume Mystic also said in his video and Speedy maybe ignorant that it wasn't a bad idea to skip Bond because he would be in banners, but
Right.
after his banner left is when they addressed. Oh, by the way, he's not gonna be in banners.
Issue.
By
It's
the
like
way-
we're making videos and we're telling people like, hey, it's okay to skip Bond because he's going to be in the general pool, and then you have people skipping Bond thinking that he's going to be in the general pool, and then he's not in the general pool.
Or at least the coin shop after his banner. Leave
Yeah.
wouldn't be there either.
Yeah, that means that Merlin is not gonna be in the coin shop next week. If
Yeah,
they
they'll probably
copy
wait, like,
directly
1
from
week.
Bond, which means that if Super Boss King comes out, Speedy brought this up. If Super Boss King comes out and she's like really good for it, she's not gonna be in the coin shop next week, which is another reason you might want to summon for her.
I mean, yeah, everyone's gonna have like their hands in their pocket when Super Boss King comes out, because that event's gonna be like super hard and global.
Like,
The
here's
nice thing about Super Boss though is Super Boss is here for a long time, right?
Yes.
yeah, but you want
It's
to do
not
it every
like
day,
a
though.
1 week event. It's usually like a 3-week event.
You want to do it every day to get the coins every day. So
Right,
if you
but
can't
you
do
can-
it because you don't have Merlin, is a problem for like a whole
We're going
week.
to, at least from the data mine, you can do the what do you call any difficulty. So
Mhm.
like you can at least do the easiest difficulty more than once to make up for it.
I was gonna say, if you actually summon this banner, right, you do have a good chance of pulling 2 of the units that are gonna be good for it, which are Jericho and Elaine.
Yep.
But what's the chance of pulling Jericho in the other banner? It's 0.14. In this banner, 0.21. It's not that big of a difference, but
Yeah, it's not. Plus, also Jericho you can pick up from the coin shop, so it's not really.
you can,
There's a-
like, I think pulling as many Jerichos as you can is good. Because her dupes actually matter. Unlike most units, right? Most units dupes don't matter as much. But her dupes like actually matter. That's the whole center of the unit is her ultimate.
I
So-
just went in. I was just telling you guys before. I went in and bought 2 copies of Jericho, max her out.
Mm-hmm.
My
I
Jericho
think
is
the
now
issue with
6'6".
the Super Boss is gonna be like if King gets like ultimates really fast and he just basically one shots you with his ultimates and you don't have Merlin. I think that could be the biggest problem, but I feel like you should be able to beat it at least on the easiest difficulty.
Right. And that's the main thing, right? You can do it. It's going to take a lot more stamina and a lot more time, but you should be able to farm the costume, which is the main thing, from just doing the easiest difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So-
you like trade up to get the costume?
From
No, there's
no,
not going to be multiple
It's going
currencies.
to be the new system,
Oh, okay.
which is much better. It's much superior than the old system. So PVE wise, I think Merlin, like the only PVE content Merlin would be actually helpful is Super Boss King and the Grey Demon.
Grey
but-
Demon is huge because we don't have Gotha right now.
But I don't
Jason as well.
think you need her for Grey Demon if you already have King. Like,
If you have, well, here's the thing. For Extreme, without Gother, you need a way to stay alive.
mhm.
And if you don't have Green Elizabeth, you need Merlin.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, you can just not do Extreme. That's perfectly fine. But I'm saying, if in order to do Extreme, you need Merlin or
No,
Elizabeth.
because here's the thing, right? I actually think Gopher comes out next week. I genuinely think Gopher might come out next week.
Okay.
So, because here's the thing, right? They're dropping. Hideki posted on Twitter, the sued man. He posted on Twitter the Death Pierce. Right? I'm gonna bring it up on my screen.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. The season pass thing, right?
He put on Twitter the Death Pierce. Death Pierce is coming out probably next
And
week for Global,
Doggy Dough.
and he will be just a battle pass unit. He
That's
didn't
good.
get any
That's
banners.
good.
He didn't mind any banners, right? And that's really good because Death Pierce is a doo-doo unit. You don't want to summon for him.
Right.
But
Okay, so they're skipping a banner for him.
that means that they have a slot for next week's banner. And he hasn't like didn't mind any other banners, so it just could just be Gopher next
Right,
week.
and then you have to remember that of all like those dual unit banners, we haven't gotten a single one. So chances are that it's going to be the only single banner unit we have, which is Gother.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have a banner data mine for Demon Meliodas without Gallon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Now,
that makes it a good chance that it's Gother.
Let me see, when did Hideki get the leak from it? It was the 20th, so it was like 4 days ago. We still have time for them to like actually put in the files the banner that's coming out, but I think we have a good chance of being Gopher. And if it's Gopher, it's a really good skip Merlin. Like, it's a really good skip on Merlin and just go full in on Gopher, get as many dupes as you can.
Yeah, I think the correct move is to skip here because you don't want to pull. Like, here's the trade-off, right? You can get, let's say you have 5 coins and you have whatever gems. You can either summon for the unit or you can get the unit with coins. But the thing is, if Gother comes out, and I mentioned this before we started recording, there's going to be a decent period of time while the banner is out to when the unit gets added to the coin shop.
Which is
And
the
there's
problem.
only one unit where if you don't pull that unit right away, you miss out on so much. Like, you fall behind so much. And that is Gother.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing, right? Gopher's coming out next week, and Ban will be in the coin shop. So whoever didn't summon for Ban will pick up
Can get
Ban
up
with
there.
Gopher. Like, they'll summon for Gopher, get coins on Gopher's banner, and get Ban. Right now,
Yep.
if you summon for Merlin, you're just gonna get coins and sit with them because there's nothing to buy. I don't know. I
and
think
then you won't be, like, you might be able to buy Gother from the coin shop, but
in
who
2
knows?
weeks.
Like, it's gonna be like 2 weeks after his banner comes out.
Yeah, so I think to me,
Minimum.
I'm skipping Merlin. I personally will be skipping Merlin. You did your multis.
I did my
'cause,
summons because I just
you
did
just-
it for the entertainment.
Yeah.
What should you skip, Merlin?
I summoned a summon.
Like, I personally, I don't, like, I already play JP, and I'm still maining JP. I used to play JP, but not maining as much. I still main JP because it's the superior version. So I don't want to invest too much money on Global for me to just summon on every banner, and that's why I'm skipping. Yeah, I would recommend skipping Merlin just because Gopher is superior.
Hold on. Can we talk about fucking
everything.
the Merlin stamp pack, dude?
You can
Can
get
we
those for
talk-
free,
Look at they're selling them.
but you can get these for free.
No,
Or-
but why are they selling them?
I don't know, like, they sell everything, dude. Let me open the
do.
shop. They sell everything.
Global version is the
Oh,
most money.
these stamps are just emojis. They're not even the useful ones.
Useless. If you buy
Oh
them,
yeah, these emojis
Wait,
you
what?
can get for free.
What's that? What's that, like 10 USD? Like €8, €10. Oh
Now,
my
these
God.
emojis you can get for free. Only if you just want them already. You just buy it. I mean, pretty much the whole shop is things that you can get for free. But if you want earlier, you can buy. That's the whole model, right?
I don't think that's an issue. It's not
Me
like it's
neither.
giving it. It's like, oh, I have this emoji over you. I
Yeah,
win.
it's not like it's a
Bow
pay to
down
win
to
thing.
me, as I emoji you as I beat you in my coin shop bond that you
Yeah,
don't
the
have.
only pay to win emoji is the go for rank up because that's really good. But you like I actually got for free from I think chapter 4 missions or something. It was
Yeah,
so,
everyone should already have it at this point.
yeah.
Not that big of a deal.
So yeah,
Okay, but besides that, I think we pretty much covered everything related to this banner.
yeah, I hate to keep telling people to skip banners, but Global has been doing some weird stuff, man. Cause JP they dropped well, the first banner was like Elizabeth, right? Green Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And that for JP was a trash banner. I think people might have skipped that. But afterwards was Merlin and Halberd, wasn't it? Wasn't it the second
Merlin,
banner?
Halberd, or it was Blue Elizabeth afterwards.
I know for sure that Merlin and Halberd was a must summon. So like,
I think it was Merlin and Halberd.
I don't think they're gonna do I don't think they're gonna do the Blue Elizabeth banner. I think they're gonna do the same thing like maybe with the Hawk Pass season 2. They probably just add her on the Hawk Pass.
Well, we
So I
already
don't-
have Blue Elizabeth in the game. They're not gonna make a banner on her.
are we talking about the same Blue Elizabeth? I thought
about the same
isn't the regular Blue
Oh, I was
Elizabeth
talking
not
about
in the
Blue
game?
Ellie Hawk.
No, I'm talking about the other one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they could just make the same thing because this is the first time they introduce a character as a season pass, and they could actually do that for other characters. I hope they do that on GP. I actually hope they do that on GP for non-hype characters.
What do you mean? You don't want to spend $100 on a gallon banner?
No, because the season pass, if they do the same price as global as GP, it costs like $8. The most recent one, that's how much it costs.
Yeah.
Because it has a character, it might be more expensive. I don't know, but if they copy the model, I mean, not really, because the value for the recent Hawk Pass, it was like 2 guaranteed part 2 tickets, which is much better than Death
Yep.
Pierce.
It was 3.
Nah, 3. One was
It was
free.
2 from the Hawk Pass itself. 1 you got free to play.
Yeah, one was free. The other 2 were paid.
It was 3 in
Okay?
total, 2 if you bought it.
Yeah, so 2 of them were paid for 8, which is much better than 1 Death Pierce. So
Yes.
they might be the
But
same.
I guess
price.
depending on the unit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can pull
Let's say like they make
tickets.
I don't know, something else.
Yeah, they probably will drop the non-hype units as like pass, which it would be nice. Like maybe the next because on GP they sold Gallant and Melaskil for $100 with 100 gems, right? As a pack. If you wanted them earlier before they dropped in the coin shop, they could drop Monspeed as a season pass. The coin shop Monspeed.
You know what's crazy? They're gonna catch up to JP in like 4 months, dude.
They are.
All this.
They could easily if they ramp up characters like this, they could catch JP, and then the global version will be as good as the JP version, because then they would have to drop the same patches, right?
Yep.
But to be fair, Korean version and Japanese version will always have like the first say in a sense. I'm pretty sure everything that Global's doing has to get approved by Korea first. It's not like they can just do whatever they want on their own.
Yeah, I think this mistake was not approved though. I think the tax mistake was not approved.
Yo, yeah, the other people, the Korean are not working right now, so they can't probably see it. So once they see it, you know.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
What are
bad
y'all
about it.
doing?
Okay,
I think-
relax.
But I think that's the video. I think Merlin for me is an easy skip. If you already are high on PvP, 2 or 3 multis will not hurt you because you're already getting good gems every week, right? But as like I don't know, if you're like rank 15, not the best banner. That's it.
So what about people re-rolling? Would you recommend them to re-roll for her?
Hell
You
no.
should- Actually, you shouldn't re-roll right now. You should re-roll when Gulthar comes out.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Well,
reroll anyways, reroll for Gopher.
Yeah, it's not like you're missing anything. Like if you're already starting this late, you can wait another week.
Sub to Mystic, sub to Ignis, sub to Speedy. Yeah, that's it. Stop recording.